this video starts, I want to talk about today's sponsor, Gidget. He's a good boy, and all he wants is that you like and subscribe and comment your favorite part in the video. Yes, he's a good boy. I am not gonna lie, I really hope I'm wrong with this that I'm gonna be talking about on what I'm worried about. I really am, because I have a lot of passion for Destiny. I love Destiny. So when I'm upset, I'm speaking from me being so passionate for Destiny and wanting it to be amazing. And recently, in the recent TWAB, there was some good stuff mentioned, but there was one specific thing that was mentioned that made me so frustrated and so disappointed, especially on how it was just written. Like it just, is this Bungie saying that's good enough? I hope not, because it makes me worried about Destiny 2's future on the one thing that I was saying in the last video with the Festival Lost, where I'm tired of the core playlists being a major focus when Bungie doesn't focus it as much as they should. They should be revamping things a lot more hardcore like now than just adding little sprinkles of drip-fed content as the whole year goes by. I am so disappointed. I'm sad. I'm frustrated. So what am I talking about? What was in the TWAB that made me like this? Well, next year, Bungie is going to be adding Crucible maps. Hooray! But only 3. 1 being a brand new one, 2 being a Destiny 2 map that they removed that they're bringing back. What is going on, Bungie? Is it because of the free-to-play model? Because I definitely blame it. I really do. Because you're like, we don't make direct money from it, so why should we add tons of maps? Why should we, spend our money to implement more, maps to PvP or Gambit? Revamp Gambit? Oh, how about a Heroic Strike playlist for this, Vanguard Strikes, and add skeleton keys that was in D1, revamp old strikes? Nope. Where are we? I hope I'm wrong. I hope there's a TWAB that at least is like, hey, we're going to add Heroic Strike playlist. We're going to add tons of strikes. We're going to revamp old ones that are boring. We're going to have exclusive weapons for each strike. Add fun modifiers. Old ones, new ones, and make it a fun experience. Something. Because this makes me worried. Last year, this was fine. But they literally said that going forward, they want there to be a more, direct, hey, this is how, maps will be released in PvP. A more organized schedule for them. This isn't it. This is not it. And again, next year, that means these are the only maps we're getting for PvP from February 2023 to February 2024. At least that's what they're saying. That should be something that you go, kind of sad about that. Because it is. It's so frustrating that we can't even get, at least on the expansion launch, 3 new maps. And then season after season, we drip feed some more maps. No, we have to drip feed the whole year. I love these expansions, and I'm still going to enjoy next season. I'm still going to enjoy the expansion. But when things start to slow down, when you start getting done with your dungeon grinds, the raids, what do you do? Or what does Bungie want you to do? The core playlists. And I guess where most of my frustration comes with this is with Festival Lost, where Bungie only implemented one quote-unquote new lost sector, and they were pushing you to still do the core playlists for these events. When they don't put enough attention to the core playlist to justify, hey, go do them. They're not fun. Just let me do the haunted lost sectors and that's it, and get everything. All the masks, all that stuff. All the weapons. I don't have to do the core playlists. I don't have to do that. No, I have to. And it's just so tiring. Dawning's going to be the same way. Oh, treats. At Guardian Games was the same way. Guardian Games had strike scoring. I can't believe it was there. Something that was in D1, and 4 or 5 years later, we're getting it into an event. I am so worried if this is where they're looking at the core playlist. It feels like a mobile game. It doesn't feel like a video game to me that I'm passionate about. And I am passionate about Destiny. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on developers either. I'm not saying that they're lazy. I'm saying whoever that's the higher up making these decisions, make better ones. Please. I love Destiny 2. A lot of us do. Take it with a grain of salt when I'm frustrated, okay? Because this is frustrating. Honestly, you should be looking at what you are doing for next year for PvP maps and go, huh, we need to do better. Way better. We had 9 new maps when Taken King released. 9. And I think it was like 4 or something strikes. But not only that, but they revamped the strike playlist. Skeleton keys and exclusive loot for each strike. And old strikes got new stuff to it. Oh, maybe you might deal with Taken in this area or this. I even said before, I don't care about lore. I don't care in the strike playlist. Have, for some reason, like a Taken boss at the end of Exodus Crash. How would that make sense? I don't know. Headless ones are a thing for Festival Lost. Just do it. I'm so worried. Like, they should be saying, yeah, we're going to be having way more content in the core playlists. We're working on that. They did last year. Feels like yesterday. But last year, they said that they were going to have a more, like, just organized schedule for maps, for PvP. We're getting less than last year, as of right now with their post. The video game part of Destiny is just, it's dwindling away into a mobile game. Every time I look at it. Free-to-play, I really feel like the free-to-play model ruined this. If they had to bring players to buy the game, to then play Crucible and Strike Playlist and Gambit, maybe there'd be a little bit more attention. I don't know. I could be wrong. But every time I see a free-to-play model for other games, it goes down this route where there's just less and less content. I mean, look at Battlefield 2042. There's a new season, I believe, the end of this month, and they're adding, like, 1 brand new map or something like that? Or, like, 2? Or, no, 1 brand new map and 2 maps that are updated. When they had a premium pass, like the season pass and stuff like that, we had way more maps. Gears of War 3 had a total of like 45 maps in total when the season pass was all done. Which I think that was like a year or 2 years of content. Like, Destiny just drip feeds. And it's so boring. It's so boring. I like the raids. I like the story. I like the dungeons, you know, those big end game stuff and, you know, the new patrol zones. I love them, but core playlist is where most of the attention is going to be when you have nothing else to do. That's what PvP was made for. Like, PvP is a great area to just keep playing the game when you're done with all your end game grinds. But this attention, this lack of attention to content is making me sad. It's really making me frustrated. And I'm still hopeful about Destiny's future, but not in the core playlist. I'm not. I want to actually see, or at least hear, them saying, yeah, we're going to start doing Taken King level amounts of content in the core playlists. Or at least 75% of it. Not this 5% whatever they're doing. Like, it's just... And again, this is coming from somebody who's very passionate about Destiny, who loves Destiny and wants Destiny to be a big game. I would love to play it all the time. I don't want to play the core playlist like this. Yeah, I'm going to definitely do the Strike playlist that hasn't really changed at all. Like, for years. Over and over and over again. And then have to do it again for these events. No thanks. Rewards? Yeah, those are important. But maybe have some content as well on where, maps, Gambit maps, strikes, playlist upgrades. Where's the fun? Destiny's not a mobile game. But I know that that's more financially probably the best move for them. Is it the right move? The moral route? No. At least in my opinion. So, I don't know. I'm just really disappointed reading that because I'm just like, great. What else are we going to see? But I could be wrong. Prove me wrong, Bungie. Don't just be upset that I'm upset. Prove me wrong. Don't just drip feed. I know what drip feeding is. Don't do that. Taken King was not a drip fed. That was... Here's a heroic playlist. Here's a bunch of strikes. We're revamping old strikes, making them cool and awesome and fun. And every time you play it, it's a different experience. There should be that, but 2.0 version. Like, where it's even more crazy. That's what they should be doing for the future of the core playlists. For strikes, at least. But anyways, I'm done. That's it. I spoke and shared my feelings and my frustrations with all of you. Let me know your thoughts down below on this topic. Like, share your thoughts and explain why you are frustrated or not frustrated. Just explain. But understand this is worrying. It is. But regardless, thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a chibi-tastic day, night, evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next video. Chibi out.